It's Tuesday and it's time for Game of Muscle to bring you the SimRacing news. We begin with the game iRacing. They are doing a patch that's going to change everything again, like the new tyre model, but this is better, it is more extreme, it's like nothing that you've ever seen. It's a dynamic track surface with temperature, simulated tyres and even weather changes. Unbelievable. Incredible. That's what they're saying for the 50 millionth time. I'm excited. I cannot wait. Oh, it's been delayed. We'll wait till tomorrow. That's right, iRacing today, but actually tomorrow, are releasing their new dynamic track surface, which looks really exciting. Now, iRacing had to say for themselves that since the start of Papyrus all the way through the present day of iRacing, our racetracks have been perfectly clean static surfaces. The entire racing surface had the exact same grip on all parts of the track, and the racing groove was really just artwork that showed you the racing line of the track. Although iRacing has had groundbreaking, accurate laser scan tracks, they really have not been living, breathing objects like a beast in a cave, like real world tracks. These days are now gone. So hopefully with the introduction of a new track model, it's not tyre models anymore, it's track models, we're going to have more dynamic racing, and my biggest hope is that it's going to interfere with that sort of perfect holy grail setup and make it so that it comes more down to the driver on the track of the day, analysing to how the car's handling and responding to that. So potentially this new iRacing update, which is occurring tomorrow, could be very exciting indeed. Our second story, Thrustmaster released announced a new budget force feedback wheel in the form of the T150. For some reason, Thrustmaster's marketing department think they're in a 90s Terminator film and name all their wheels accordingly. I guess for their marketing department that makes sense, and you know, robots are cool and these are kind of robotic. But from the pictures so far, it looks as if it's going to be using similar technology as the more expensive Thrustmaster wheels in the form of a motor, or a single motor and a belt, though with this being a cheaper wheel, the motor's probably going to be weaker and the belt smaller. But like Tony Hawk's, it's capable of doing a 1080 degree rotation. It also has 13 buttons, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 and presumably PC compatibility because everything works with a PC. But if you've got an Xbox One, you're out of luck. You would have thought console manufacturers would want to support all the different wheels, because you don't want to dilute your market. It's already fairly small, the number of people that are prepared to spend a couple of $100s on a steering wheel. But there you go, it makes no sense, but that's the land of consoles. The wheels should be available round about October for $200 roonies. In the United Kingdom we use pounds, they'll probably try and sell it for 200 quid. Who knows, maybe it'll go for 150 if we're lucky. But potentially it could be a really nice entry level wheel, so we'll keep our eyes on it moving into the future. Sector 3 have sprung a leak. The boat is sinking. Everybody jump overboard into the water and drown because you forgot to take swimming lessons. Yes, they've, or someone has released or leaked footage of their new update, which shows the Formula car, which from the video, I'm not sure if it's an F1 car or sort of like a GP2 car. I think it might be more of a GP2 car, but it looks really nice. Now the guy in the video is playing it with a Fanatec wheel, and it looks nice and smooth. It seems to be moving how you'd generally expect a Formula car to drive. And the last time that there was a Formula car in a Sector 3 formerly Simbin software game, I think was GTR Evolution, which had a GP3 car and some modded Formula cars, I believe. Also contained in the leak is footage of Sector 3's first laser scan track, which is the very famous Nordislav. So it looks nice. Of course, this is filmed with an iPhone, so you can't actually make the difference between the hills and the trees. But you know, using a bit of imagination, it looks nice, and I think it's going to be really exciting to see the Raceroom version of the track compared to the iRacing version, the Forza version, and the Assetto Corsa version. And also, it's going to be interesting to see what price Sector 3 decide to sell this content for. But really, a lot of people have been waiting for Formula Car because, you know, this is sort of specific type of vehicle that was lacking from Raceroom. I think Raceroom was more geared towards GT cars and some endurance prototype cars. So it'll be really nice to have that different type of vehicle to go into. Hopefully it will crowd the online servers, and it'll be really good for competitive online racing in the form of driving into the back of people because most people can't handle the speed. But, you know, it's going to be fun. I'm really excited for it. So, hopefully, Sector 3 aren't too bitter about the leaked footage. Really, it's probably going to be good promotion for them. Everyone likes a bit of a leak. It just hypes everything up. So, look out for that coming into the future. I'm sure Sector 3 will make an announcement on it. But there you go. Sector 3, Laser Scan Noise Staff leak video with footage of their new Formula car. And finally, RacingCUBE, an affordable and fast motion platform. That's right, someone's done a Kickstarter for a budget sim rig that has full motion in the form of forwards, backwards, left, right, rotation, and it looks from the video that you could even drive this down a road, because you can orientate the wheels so that effectively you've got a sim rig on a car chassis. Absolutely mental. This thing looks about as safe as having a pet alligator that you haven't fed for a month. But for the price of about £1,600 or $2,500, it's certainly a budget rig, especially as it has the multiple depths of motion that you typically only find in more expensive rigs. Now, the motion to me doesn't look as precise or accurate as some of the more expensive CXC type rigs, or the rigs where you've just got actuators that move the back of the chair, which is my favoured or ideal rig that I'd go for if I wanted a bit of motion. But with VR coming around, people wanting to be shook around in their chairs and have that extra bit of immersion, as well as a imminent divorce, this could be interesting. Now, obviously with Kickstarters, you sort of have to see a Kickstarter as a donation rather than an investment, and it's not guaranteed that you will get the final product, even if you back to a level that should get you the product. So keep that in mind. And also, hardware is notoriously difficult to bring to market, and I can only imagine that hardware like this, in the form of something that has multiple motors, a giant rig, and all the complexity that goes with that, would be an absolute nightmare to bring to market. RacingCUBE, check it out on Kickstarter, watch the videos, because well, the video is absolutely mental as well. I love stuff like this, and it's nice to see sim racing, just stuff that's crap. You couldn't think this up. That is it for the sim racing news this week. Every Tuesday will be sim racing news time. Make sure, if you want to get more news, to subscribe to the channel. But also, we steal our news from the direct sources. We go to Virtual R, B Sim Racing, and the Reddit Sim Racing forum. Also check out Inside Sim Racing, Sim Pit, and the box that has nothing in it, in the form of Empty Box. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.